Where will Bill Belichick coach next? Ranking potential landing spots. As speculation mounts regarding Bill Belichick's future in coaching, particularly following recent struggles for several NFL teams, here's a ranking of the most likely landing spots for the legendary head coach if he decides to return to the sidelines. 1. Dallas Cowboys. With the Cowboys stumbling after a humiliating 47-9 loss to the Lions, Mike McCarthy's future has come into question. Despite Jerry Jones publicly backing McCarthy, the growing buzz around Belichick moving to Dallas is hard to ignore. Belichick's existing relationship with the Jones family and the Cowboys' talent-laden roster make this a prime landing spot if a change occurs. 2. Philadelphia Eagles. Should the Cowboys opt against hiring Belichick, the Eagles could be a viable alternative. Nick Sirianni's job security is shaky after a rocky start to the season. If the Eagles continue to underperform, they might seek a more experienced hand to steer the ship, especially given Belichick's knowledge of the NFC East and his ability to build competitive teams. 3. Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars are struggling, and owner Shad Khan may be inclined to make a significant change. Belichick has a past connection with the Khans and could find a supportive environment in Jacksonville, where he could have considerable control over personnel decisions. With Trevor Lawrence as a foundational piece, this job could be appealing if Belichick values stability and potential. 4. New York Giants. Despite not being an immediate contender, the Giants represent a historical tie for Belichick. After years of mediocrity, a fresh start with a franchise he knows well could be intriguing. There's also a narrative potential for Belichick to end his coaching career in New York, where he initially built his reputation. 5. Chicago Bears. If the Bears falter after a promising start, Matt Eberflus could be on the hot seat. Belichick's pedigree would be hard for a rebuilding team to pass up, especially if they aim to capitalize on their investment in young talent like Caleb Williams. The Bears' interest would depend on their performance as the season progresses. 6. New York Jets. While the idea of Belichick coaching the Jets is more humorous than realistic, especially after his recent comments about the organization, it's worth mentioning. The rivalry with the Patriots would add an interesting layer, but it's unlikely Belichick would choose to coach a team he publicly criticized. Conclusion. Belichick's future remains uncertain, but these potential landing spots highlight the teams that could be seeking a coaching overhaul. Whether it's a high-profile franchise like the Cowboys or a historical connection with the Giants, wherever he lands could significantly shape the NFL landscape.